Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that's now fairly old, has become incredibly collectible, and is now becoming quite difficult to find, especially in this mint unopened condition. We are looking at the 2010 release by Hasbro from their Star Wars The Clone Wars series of battle packs. And this particular one we're looking at today is called the Hoth Assault. Now, Star Wars Clone Wars was an animated television series that really was obviously based on the movie Star Wars, but it was in the timeline, it was in between Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones and Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, and it's all about obviously the Clone Wars. Now, the series ran for 7 seasons, and there was a total of 133 episodes produced, and they were averaged between 20 and 25 minutes long each episode. And it aired from October 2008 through to March 2013. I think most of it was shown on Netflix or on the Disney networks, I believe. A lot of the characters from or the actors from the original television reprised their roles for the animated series, for their using their voice. Anyway, let's not digress any further. Let's get back onto this. So this is the battle pack, and it says Star Wars: The Clone Wars, ages 4+, and it's 19679. Item number from assortment number 94743. And it says battle packs, Hoth Assault, some assembly required, no tools needed, see bottom. Warning, choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3. And it says includes battle game cards, and it's got the Hasbro logo, and it says battle packs. And just behind the window you can see you've got an image of Darth Vader, you've got an image of the Snowtrooper and the Biker Scout, you've got the speeder bike there, and you've got the missile firing weapon there as well. Okay, that's the front of the box. Let's turn the box around and have a look at what we've got printed on the back. Okay, so I've turned the box around, and this is what we've got on the back. So it says Star Wars Battle Packs. Darth Vader locates the Rebel Alliance base on Hoth, an inhospitable planet in the Outer Rim territories. The Sith Lord feels victory is within his grasp and sends a large assault force to crush the rebels once and for all. The Imperials target Echo Base's power generator as a huge force of troopers pours onto the snow-covered world. Above the planet, Vader sets up a blockade to stop the rebels from escaping. Okay, and there you've got an image of the backdrop from the episode. You can see in the background there, you've got the AT-ATs, and you've got Lord Vader here, you've got the Biker Scout on his speeder, and you've got the Snowtrooper there together with his missile launcher. So it says Biker Scout. Hoth Biker Scouts wear armour designed for the cold climate. They patrol the area on speeder bikes to monitor the rebels' movements, relaying updates to the main force. Speeder bike. Imperial speeder bikes are high-speed vehicles used for combat and patrol. They are customised to blend into the environment, such as the snow-covered terrain of Hoth. Darth Vader. Vader's search for the rebels pays off when he discovers their base on Hoth. Fists clenched with determination, he personally oversees the invasion of the rebel base. Snowtrooper. Imperial snowtroopers specialise in cold climate battles, using armour and gear designed for freezing conditions. They fire powerful E-web cannons at the rebels' base. And it says play the galactic battle game with your favourite Star Wars heroes and villains. Will you use the Force battle skills for your luck to win? Includes 3 dueling cards, 3 battle baits, and a game dice inside. Okay, there we go. It says fire a missile launcher. Each figure has a unique card. Collect them all. Hoth Assault. Collect these other exciting Star Wars battle packs, which has got a label stuck over the top, so you can't really see what they are. You've got Hasbro logo, StarWars.com. Visit StarWars.hasbro.com. and you've got not suitable for children under 3 years old, and some poses may require additional support, and you've got the copyright information, 2010 Lucasfilm Limited, and here you can see the figures with their game cards. Okay, that is the back of the box. Let's now, actually before we do that, let's just have a look at what we got on the bottom of the box. Let's just zoom out a bit so you can see the whole of the box. This is Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and there was the UK distributors here, Gear for Games, and you got the assembly, shows you the assembly of the rocket firing blaster, and again you've got all the copyright information here, barcode and so on, and the Hasbro logo, the CE markings and so on. And on the end, is there anything on the end? No, not really, it's just the same again, battle packs, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Hoth Assault, and that's pretty much the same as what we got on the top. Okay, what I want to do is I'm going to open the box, I'm going to slide out the figures. I don't think I'm going to be able to remove them from the backdrop, which I don't really want to do anyway, but let's get them out so we can see them perhaps unhindered from the box. Okay, so I have removed the packet from the box, but I cannot remove the contents from the board. As you can see, everything is all still tied in and wrapped up. In here is all your stands and your game cards and pieces and so on. So that comes on the bottom of the box. And again, that's all taped in. So your dice is there, your stands there, your cards are in the background there, and the other bits and pieces for the game are all included. But let's have a look at the items. So let's start off with the man in the middle, Lord Vader, Anakin Skywalker, as he was originally known. Okay, so incredibly detailed as all these figures are. Again, you can't really go wrong with Darth Vader because he's such the mask is such a clinical design that you're never going to get that wrong. So there you can see, and he's all in his usual attire, all looking absolutely fantastic, with his robes, and these are fabric robes, by the way, and his cloak at the back, it's all fabric. And there you can see his legs just underneath, because I want to get to that in a moment and show you the articulation, and obviously his boots on the bottom there. And there you can see he's holding his red lightsaber with the blade out. Okay, let's just zoom out a little bit because I want to look at the articulation and the size. So these are the standard 4-inch figures, I think. So Darth Vader's standing about 11 centimeters tall, and he's about 4 centimeters wide, and they're all about 2 centimeters deep. Say nice fabric clothing. You can see he's all still strapped in here. So I just want to look at his legs because to see where the articulation is on these. So you've got articulation on the feet right at the very bottom there. You can just see that. So the feet actually move. I can't turn them because it's behind the plastic bubble. You've got articulation on the knee joint, articulation on the top of the legs. The waist is articulate, and the hands, you can see that the arm moves on the lower section there. It turns, so I can turn the hand, and then you've got the elbow joint, and then you've got the shoulder joint. So you've got 3 articulations on each arm, so that's 6 points of articulation there. And you've got the head, so that's 7. The waist is 8, and you've got again 3 points on each leg. So you're looking at 14 points of articulation on the figure, and that's the same on all of the figures. So they've all got those 14 points of articulation. So absolutely marvelous small figure. Great articulation on these as well, absolutely superb. There's a Snowtrooper, and there he is, and he's designed for battle in conditions like they have on Hoth. And there he is again in all his clobber. I'm not going to measure him because we know he's going to be the same size. We're just going to have a quick look at him, and again that is fabric. His skirt at the back there is all fabric. Again, articulation, if I can just see the hand turns, you can see that the hand is turning. So we've got the same articulation. I can't move it too much because he's strapped in still. And you've got the same articulation on his body as you have on Darth Vader. Again, terrific detailing of the figure. And of course, over to this side to the biker scout, and exactly the same again. Great articulation, great size, terrific movement, and again on this. And this one's got even additional movement here because you position him on the bike so that he can lean forward and bend over. So he's got even an extra around his waist there, extra articulation. So absolutely spot on this figure. And there you can see the speeder bike, which I just want to. The speeder bike actually runs right behind Darth Vader and goes right up to the point there. So I just want to measure the length of that speeder bike. We're looking at 20 centimeters, the speeder bike, and it goes with the feet, with the stand up, 5 centimeters tall. So yeah, and you can see it comes with his heavy duty blaster rifle there, and he's holding his pistol as well. So yeah, terrific item there. So I just want to go back to the Snowtrooper because I didn't mention that his pistol, and there he is holding his pistol in his other hand. And then obviously we come to the missile launcher, and you've got the stand there that opens up with the feet out like that, and then the gun actually sits on top of it. You press the missile in, and you've got a button around the side which you press, and it launches the missile. It looks like there's only one missile that comes in the set though. I can't see any other missiles. Maybe it is just that one, unless there's one tucked up anywhere else which I can't see. So I'm guessing we've only got the one missile in this set. Okay, but again, fantastic. And look at the backdrop. There's the AT-ATs just behind. You can see them behind the Darth Vader there. Let's zoom in, and there you can see them on the outside on the planet Hoth. Again, fantastic display diorama, and for me, I would just leave them in there. I would take the gun out, obviously, and the figures out of the packaging, but I would leave them displayed on this particular backdrop, which I just think is absolutely phenomenal. So really nice set again from Hasbro, and yeah, fabulous set. Okay, how well did these do back in 2010? So I mean, this is not particularly old set really. We're only talking 14 years ago when these were produced, and I think it come to a stage then where Hasbro released all of the figures, so they had no more figures to release. Star Wars was still a huge franchise, so what they decided to do was come up with these battle packs, which incorporated figures, some previously released, some that were amended slightly to only appear in these battle packs, and then of course some of the weapons and vehicles that had always also been previously released, but again have been modified again slightly to appear in these packs. So that was the idea behind them. How well did they do? Well, yeah, I mean, they've done fairly well, as with everything that Hasbro produced Star Wars wise. Everything sells, it's just some sells better than others, and I think these battle packs, despite two reasons they didn't do as well as many of the others, of the individual figures and the individual vehicles. One, the Clone Wars was not so much of a popular series as they expected it to, even though it ran for 7 seasons. It wasn't as big. If it had been movies, then it would have been colossal, but it wasn't. It was a series, so it wasn't really as big as what you would have expected it to be. And secondly is, as an adult, if you went in to buy this stuff for your kids, well, they've already got Darth Vader figure, they've already got a Snowtrooper figure, they've already got a Biker Scout figure, they've already got a speeder bike, so you wouldn't buy it again for them. So they've already got, so let's buy you something else, let's buy another little figure. So that would be the thinking behind the parents, and also not to mention the fact that this would be an awful lot more money than buying a single figure for a child. These sets, I believe, were more geared for the collectors because of the backdrop and because of the display, displayability of these sets. That is what I think was their, I don't know whether that was their idea behind it, the way they released them, but it's certainly what happened is they become more for collectors. And finding them like this now, moving on the 14 years, is becoming quite difficult. Actually, in fact, they don't appear very often on the platforms. You do see the battle packs do come up on the platforms, but they appear to be more of the common ones rather than the what we class as the rarer ones. And now the rarer ones we class as the ones that we don't see very often. So and this happens to be one of those. I don't know why. It does appear occasionally on the platforms, but not that often. And also, as usual with the platforms, just be a bit careful, because you might be looking at a stock image and think that's what you're going to get, and you don't get that. You might get an open one. So always read the description very, very carefully and have a look at the images on the used item, not on the stock. So it can be a lot of rigmarole to get what you want, but do be careful if you are buying on platforms. Or rather than go through all that rigmarole, you can come to us at Midas Touch, because we have this set available and a few more of these, as well as many other sets from the series. And all of those battle packs are available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Wars items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive that this is something that you won't want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful battle pack with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.